See, it's just gonna. Hello, people out there. This is Big Gene from Raw Deal, the last big night. We finna have cooking and conversation today. How y'all doing out there? I hope y'all been okay. I know y'all heard the good news. Taj, what's going on? Earlier work, earlier rise. Keep a man healthy and wise. Appreciate you being out there, Taj, for me, man. All right, Mud Jones, Machiavelli Jr., all the people who normally join me. I appreciate y'all. Let's do this disclaimer. I got to do this disclaimer because y'all know the situation. If you don't want to hear me talk about Diddy, if you don't want to hear what I got to say, do yourself a favor. Hit the button. You can't worry about what I say and what I do. You know the motto, what you eat don't make me crapola. Yes, sir. But anyway, like I said, I'm on this 2,000 calories a day diet. It's something new. I'm trying to get my health and my body right. My surgery is pushed to February the 7th. So I'm trying to be in the best shape and the best health that I can, going in there. Going to be up under that knife for a couple of hours. So that's what I got to do. You understand? So I'm going to do what I need to do. Salute to you too, Pete, out there, City Island. Yeah. So I know y'all heard about the Big being inducted into the Hall of Fame. And, Faith is still going around promoting this new movie, or she says she's not promoting, or this Lifetime thing. It's a pack of lies because, Stevie J is saying one thing on talk shows, and I done caught a couple of them. Then I got people who come to this channel, Crenshaw Veteran, LL Sneak Brown, John Kirby, Dion Brown, people that come to this channel, David Aviz, and they let me know, what's going on. They put me up on game, and I really appreciate that, Tyler Smith. African Goddess, you too, So, hey, Latoya Dominic, I know I haven't got back to you and talked to you because I was a little depressed. I know y'all gonna get mad at me, man, but I had a 3-carat earring that I had over 10 years, 3.5 carats, and I lost it the other day. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what it went, but I went to this place where Mike Epps was being performed because this dude, Ross Stapleton, gave me a pass to come up in that joint. So I went up in there, man. Next thing I know, I took a picture and it wasn't in my ear. Man, I was so heated, man. And you just can't put that much value. And I did have that much value in that earring. That was one of my prized possessions. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, but they was. So I was a little depressed behind that. And no, I didn't like a lot of us black folks. I ain't had no insurance on it. You understand? And I had the screw back on it in the whole 9 yards. So I don't even know how that happened, man. So I was feeling a little bad with that. But I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm going to make some veggies today. And I want to actually jump on top of that with the quickness. And I want to talk to y'all. But the first thing I want to talk to y'all about is some of these disclaimers that they putting out there. Like Faith was talking about that they didn't want to spend no more money on finding Big's killer. And she said that she made a story. She said she think they killed them already, and the LAPD know. Yeah, the LAPD know, because some of their former people was involved in it. That's how they know. But Faith Evans, if you're not getting your information from Phil Carson, decorated FBI agent, I hope you're not listening to what you hear and what you see on television with all these other clowns and everything like that. And Second of all, I want you to, you sitting up there saying y'all spent money on big thing. Tell the people that y'all was compensated, you know, the state was compensated by the judge, gave y'all over $1 million something in lawyer fees. That whatever y'all spent on lawyers for Big on that first go around, because they found evidence was being held by in discovery from y'all, and the LAPD Los Angeles Police Department had to pay over $1 million in legal fees back to y'all lawyers. So what did y'all spend? I'm not telling y'all what to do with y'all money, but don't sit up and say that y'all don't want to find Big's killer because of money. I didn't like that. And another thing, like I said on my last program, if you go back and see it, man, you was dead wrong. You was dead wrong. Keeping company and with your husband's enemy, and you knew good and well him and Pac was not on the same page. And I don't care about 25,000 or whatever like that. You could go and do a concert. You could, at that time, you could go get a club and have the man give you the door and perform, and you could get 25,000 easy. Easy, Faith. Come on now. Stop it. You knew what you was doing as a woman. You was going up in the cabinet to get that jar. You was going up in the cabinet and getting that jar. Because you had Mr. Dick in the jar. That was his name. After all the stuff old boy did to you, or how you felt he was running around making you look, now you was out there to make him look bad. And Misa was doing the same thing to Puff, because she was out there with Suge. She know her and Suge, Puff and Suge was on bad stuff. I don't care what kind of work. You just ain't, all money ain't good money. We learned that, and we know that. All money ain't good money. But it is what it is. I don't want to stay on that, because I still got this dude over here, Lil C's, saying that, Lil C's, come on, brother. When we got back to the car, you was halfway down the block. Y'all was halfway down the block because y'all jumped out the car running. You understand? The car was already parked on the corner. When y'all got to the corner, when y'all got to the corner, the light was a flashing red light. It wasn't the yellow light turned red. No, come on, man. What are you talking about? It was a flashing red light. If they looked at the cameras, or if they looked at that time of day, go back, they know they got it set to be a flashing red light. We went through a flashing red light. You talking about turn yellow and you stop, and the guy pulled up on the side. The guy pulled out the parking space and turned the corner. He was right there on the corner. But you know what? We saying the same thing. We fighting the same battles. These people out here, man, they looking real crazy, and they got y'all thinking a little real crazy stuff. But the whole big thing about this is this: they're not going to pursue it because they spent all that money. No, I'm not saying Ms. Wallace and them did, but why not pursue it? If you didn't spend no money and you owed the lawyer $1 million and you got that money back, why not pursue it? Why not get with Phil Carson, see what evidence that he has, see what he could come up with, and it's a discussion. Can we prove this? Can we show this? Can we show the involvement? Even if they have to get sued, because the case ain't closed. I don't care what Greg Caden or anybody try to make y'all feel. The case ain't closed. It's still an open murder investigation. So, Mud Jones, what up? I'm good, Daryl Harton. Destiny Art. Oh my God. So now, here we go. Big got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now, some of y'all gonna hate me for this, but I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. I don't think it was enough done out there to promote Big, because I didn't see a lot, to promote Big to go in the Hall of Fame. And I believe this guy here, I believe that the people who voted for Whitney Houston voted for the Notorious Big also. The people who voted for Whitney Houston voted for the Notorious Big also. Now, we know Big did, I think, 5 albums. Junior Mafia, Juicy, Ready to Die, a double one, so that's 4. And Don't Tell Diddy, Lil Kim's album. And his man on D-Rock got on Tidal and said the same thing. So I ain't the only one that said it. I know Lil Kim used to write some of her own stuff too, because Big said that to me. Because he said, I'm only keeping Lil Kim and Lil C's. All other Junior Mafia members got to work for their position. Because this is a business now. That's exactly what he said. Mary Allen 94, blessing the Camden out there with Lil Mike. Yeah. Hey, Ms. Myers, Lakeisha Myers, Helen Rosenberg. Let me stop it right there because I got a lot of questions here. I want to get back to this. Don't tell you that Misha wasn't messing with Nikita. You ain't know that? Listen, Suge was not going to bring Misha out there to design and do no video shoot and stuff like that, and did not put game on. Then Puff was allegedly slighting her on her child support at the time. So Suge coming out there telling her, yeah, I want you to do this and I want you to do that. She knew the situation and circumstances, what was going down. Why would she go out there? Okay, all right. Now June asked you, I don't believe they want the investigation either. Antoine Faulkner, thanks for that cash app. I appreciate it. All right. Rashonda Haywood. So now, the Mafia Juicy is not an album. All right. The song Juicy was on the damn album. Who you want to be? Einstein now? It was, what was it? Ready to Die? Juicy was the #1 song on there. You got that right? Okay, Ready to Die. Life After Death. Lil Kim. Life After Death was 2, and then Lil Kim. Still 5. So now you got to understand, in less than 2 years, he did 5 albums in 2 years. Did he change something? Yeah, he changed something. Do we deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Yes, he deserved, because he changed hip hop to what it was. You know what I'm saying? And he had his own field in that hip hop, like they were saying, that R&B stuff like that, doing what he was doing with it. But I believe he got, if Whitney Houston wasn't on that ballot and Big was on that ballot with the rock groups and some white groups, I don't think he would have got in there. I don't think Big would have got in there. That's my opinion. My opinion, just like your whole. Everybody got one. What up, Rob Dickinson? Yeah, look, man, let me tell you something. Lil C's talking about Big didn't, what's it called? He do the Big was high, he was drunk, he had just got shot how many other times, 4, 5 times and everything. And like I said, I the one told him don't let him go to sleep. And Big said just do it when Kenny said take him to the hospital. So Lil C's had ran down the block and came back when me and Puck was in front of the car looking at Big. And I ain't seen no blood or nothing like that. So what he talking about, it don't mean nothing. They don't want, the family and nobody don't want to do nothing about it. But check this out. This is where it's gonna come, the propaganda gonna come in. Now, Puff owned the publishing. I don't know how much of it he owns. That was never spoke on. He owned the marketing. I don't know how much of it he owns. I don't know if it was ever given back. But don't you know that any money that's made or sent out from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because the publishing and the use of the music and the marketing, the use of his image and his face and stuff like that, it goes to Diddy. The percentage he owns. The percentage he owns of the marketing and the publishing, it goes to him. Guess he paid for it. It's his, it was business. That's what y'all saying. That's business, Gene. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. But what we gonna do, man? He gonna sit out here and he gonna steady promote this thing. Yo, Big, you did it, and everything like that. And another thing, let me get something straight, because everybody is talking about this. And yo, I want the brothers out there in Brooklyn who's in Big's area and who's in their 40s, who knew the situation and everything like that. Because I heard Lil C say this on the show before. Check this out. Lil C said Big was trying to go out to California and straighten out the situation where people was fighting and killing, so he could stop all that stuff like that, trying to let the people know, it's time to, to chill out and everything like that. When I heard Lil C say that, I was going to throw up. Throw up because of this. And I know cats who's around Big's in them time. And Big dropped jewels on somebody before. Like you know, he couldn't go around and stuff like that because guys are trying to stick him up and everything like that. How you gonna go out to California and straighten something out, and niggas don't let you come on your block and straighten nothing out? You can't go on your block that they named that street after you now. At that time, you couldn't go on your block and hang out no more without getting robbed or stuck up. But you gonna go out to Cali and straighten something out? Come on, Lil C's. Big is rocking and rolling in his grave. He rocking and rolling in his grave, listening to that bull crap y'all talking, man. Do your man a justice and tell the truth. Miss Wallace know he was down on his money. Miss Wallace was on the phone with him, trying to get $60,000 for the contractor. Old boy had him out there. Yeah, work on my album. Why can't I do it in New York? Did he? Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing some promotion. You know what? They just bought 20,000 units from out there on us. They love us. Huh? So, you know I ain't going to no parties, nothing like that, right? We ain't got to go to no parties. Kirk Burroughs told us we ain't doing nothing but the studio, Soul Train, and the studio, Gene. And he going to do some interviews. That's it. I seen something, man, Visionary TV. Did he keep saying Big loved him? Listen, I don't know. You and I both know, you know, I love you enough, but my money is my money. He ain't tell him he wrote Lil Kim stuff. He ain't tell him he wrote Junior Mafia the album. Yo, Fly Guy Derek, check it out, man. I was a social work cop. You had to have a degree to have my job, and you had to go through a training academy and pass that too. But you had to have a bachelor's degree in order to have my job. So I was a social work cop also. I dealt with convicted felons for 27 years in a facility and out on the street, South Bronx. Anybody who's on my case know I will come to their block. If they had a problem with me in the office and they want to talk, let's talk like men. You understand? What's your problem? What you want to do? If you was a sucker, you played yourself out. My job was to keep you out of jail. So by him calling me a cop, man, listen, what that mean? I had a job? I got a pension now? Half these cats can't walk and chew bubble gum. Couldn't hold down a job for 27 years. And had another job and enough side jobs. I told cats, man, that street light outside was my lamp. The curb was my pillow. Find somebody else to play with. All my daughters got college degrees, and one is working on one. I wish I can give you a tour on mine, around mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 floors, and a attic that I turned into a walk-in closet. Find somebody else to play with. Huh? Yeah, you can go back and Kirk is talking about that, and it's subtitles. Shout out to Kaz. Kaz is getting the whole channel together. You know, all these people. You know, if you see things about the iced tea or something about the food thing, people always calling me, hitting me up, talking about, yo, Gene, what you cooking? Or I need that recipe. I help you as much as I possibly can. When you text me stuff like that, I'll call you back and talk to you about it. But he's doing the part, whereas I'm doing that part of the show, and let the people who's interested in the cooking part, know what's going on. Come on, Priscilla, you got to be smarter than that. If C's didn't believe in snitching, and which I don't think he was snitching when the feds asked him, did he know D-Rock them and Kim them? I just believe he was just telling the truth. He wouldn't have spoke on that. When he was talking about giving time, he spoke on that real quick. He hurried up and spoke on that. Yeah. Yeah, he hurried up and spoke on that. Man, I'm not really caring about, what he talking about, Big, you did it, stuff like that. Big ain't here to get no accolades. You understand? None, he not gonna get none of that. He not here to see none of that, man. Tika Jones. Gene, I love you. You sure? I love you. Jermaine Johnson, you funny. Diddy Yoba. Yeah, them chicks with, they not chicks, they men with breasts and all that. Mickey Broadway, good evening to you too, brother. All right. So now, man, this is what we facing, man. If they have old boy on stage, well, this is what's gonna happen. Watch and see. Diddy gonna be on stage accepting that award for Big being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Because Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is gonna say, this is gonna sell more tickets. This is gonna be more profound. There's gonna be more. It's gonna be better if Puff is on stage with y'all accepting this induction, not just Big's mother and Faith and Lil C's. Unless something happened, and God forbid it, Miss Wallace can't make it because of illness or sickness or something like that, Puff gonna be on that stage. Now, I don't think they really know what happened to Big, like Faith say she do. Because you got to understand this, is that she said that they was about to get together. She said they was looking at each other eye to eye. Big had on shade the whole night. And then if Big was looking at her, we all know one of his eyes go that way. And the other one, we was giving each other eyes. He had on shades the whole night. We know one of his eyes go that way and the other one go that way. So how they was giving each other eyes? I ain't trying to be funny now, but she said it. We was giving each other eyes. Yo, I used to joke with dude when he was here and he was around popping stuff. I was popping back. I would say shit. I wouldn't care because ain't nothing he had that I didn't have but an album. As far as clothes, jewelry, whatever. So I used to snap on them back then. For young guys, if I got one or two young cats, snap means, you know, when you talk about something, y'all call it bullying. Yo, another thing too, somebody told me, and this is funny, man, and I listen, this is crazy. I want y'all to listen to this, man, because I seen a video shoot of the car. Somebody sent me a video recording of the car that night when it was shot up and the police was out there. And there was stickers on Big's wheels. Those two cars, and I don't know any promotional team being out there. Now I'm wondering, but I got to really investigate that and see that again somewhere. How did those stickers that says Big get on the rims of those tires? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Somebody out there told me, then somebody sent me some footage. Yeah, the Think Big stickers, Visionary TV. Yo, I'm wondering how them stickers got on there. Why don't y'all ask Lil C's? Bo Deal? No, I don't know Bo Deal. Somebody said they saw the video too. Yeah, somebody just sent. All you college graduates, all you Shakespearean, something is rotten in Denmark. That's crazy. I didn't believe it at first because I'd never noticed it. Then people start putting me up on it. Yeah, Miss Wallace and Big's kids, they the only ones should be on that damn stage. Nah, your man gonna be in there. Dip, dip. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, take that, take that, take that. Move out the way, Miss Wallace. Take that. Yeah. The hard returning. I never saw that. Y'all gotta realize, man. And then I don't care, you know, it's just crazy to me how a woman, and I'm going back to this faith thing, man, because yo, don't deal with my friends, and definitely don't deal. If I don't want you with my friends, I definitely don't want you with my enemies. If you go with my enemies, ain't nothing ever, yo, listen to me. I wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire. I'm sorry. And if they strike my station for me saying that, yo, you deal with my enemies or whatever like that, I wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire. Knew what they was doing, man. Her and Misa knew what they was doing. Yeah, Jimmy Parsons, he gonna be all up in the video. Robert Marshall, evening to you, brother. Magic Mushroom. No, I'm nothing. I can't speak on crucial conflict, brother. Stop it, Miss Partlow. You doing that dance like that? That was the same gang dance. The same gangs dudes them had that dance. Tone Wop, D Ferg them used to always do that dance. He took it and brought it to the industry. That was none that he made up. That was the same gang dance. All the dudes from same gang used to do that. He took it and Tone Wop and D Ferg them used to do that. Ms. Machiavelli 187. I told the story about Jamie Foxx before. Yo, let me just tell you something. I don't know too many people that had situations, conversations that was bodyguards that may have had conversations and dealt with people on the level I did on that time, back in that time. It could be a few out there. Yeah. Big Pete said those stickers was only on Big's truck. Yo, because let me just tell you something, man. The hesitation to do, like, I don't want to believe the FBI, but I know it's other dudes out there that was trying to kill us. So the hesitation to do when he saw it was big, you could tell it was a hesitation because Tone says somebody is pointing a gun at Big. When you point a gun, as soon as you pull it, you should be firing. Bow, bow. Because we're trained, as soon as you come out the holster, you come with two. Bow, 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 bow. You understand? You two. Bow, 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 bow. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're trained. So soon as he came out and Tone had enough time to say, yo, somebody pointed a gun at Big. I go to open the door and then the gun still ain't fired. As soon as I get ready to open the door, The first 5, bow, bap, 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 bap. Kenny goes forward. So my whole thing about it is that there was a hesitation. But we're not talking about today. We're talking about this dude and the propaganda that is going to be behind Big and this whole Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We glad he made it. I salute the fact that the people who voted for him. I'm glad Whitney Houston was on the ballot with him. Because I believe Big got a lot of fans. But it's hard to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. I know Big got a lot of fans. But he didn't have a Whitney Houston type of fans. Some of them may have shared the interest in the music. But people gonna hate me. Because I'm saying that Whitney Houston helped Big get in the Hall of Fame. By them both being on that ballot together, it helped Big. What I know. Oh, that was the release date, Jermaine Johnson said. March the 25th, life after death. But you in California, you gonna let somebody know? Who would put that on the damn car? You already a target. Ruling class. Same gang was started in 89. Diddy came in the same gang 90 or 91. So what are you talking about? I said it was the same gang dance. Same gang got started in 89. Said Choke, you've been doing, Choke said he's been doing that same dance since for 30 years. Okay. Do your math. Doe Adams won. You missed it. You know what I'm saying? Big wrote 5 albums, brother, in 2 years. Name somebody who wrote 5 albums in 2 years. I'm waiting. Wrote 5. Pac is probably the next one. Pac was probably the next one. Oh, I didn't even see that. Darrell King 5, thank you for the super chat. Oh, you seen the picture with Tone Wop and Diddy? Yeah. All right. Huh. Okay, if Tupac wrote 10 albums in that time, did the 10 albums get out, bro? I'm talking about somebody who had 5 albums in 2 years. We know Big did the Junior Mafia. He did the Lil' Kim. He did Ready to what is it? Ready? I don't know. Ready to Die. He did Ready to Die, and he did the double CD Life After Death. Those 5 albums got published within a 2.5 year period. I'm just saying, you know, people were saying that he don't deserve to be in the thing. Drain Master, what's up, Drain Master? Salute to you, brother. Glad you're out there helping me out, man. So my whole thing about it is that he had 5 albums that he did in 2 years that was out, that got published. Tell me somebody else who did that. You got to recognize his greatness and what he could have been and should have been. Travis Riggins, what's up with you? Yo, my man, you know what? I'm just tired of people just talking that talk like, you know, Big went out there to straighten out California. You can't even straighten out your own block. Dudes know people was robbing Big around his block. He got stuck up around his own block. How you gonna go to California and straighten something out? Especially when Pac did. Yo, Lord. Yeah, you want this money, man? Come on out, work on my album. I booked this studio time. Like Keith, like he said, I never hired, we never hired. Somebody sent me something else. He talking about, yo, we never hired no Crips or nothing like that. And I don't know him to hire no Crips, but you heard what Keefy D said. He used to make sure that we have 20, 30 tickets at a place because he knew we was against the Bloods and them dudes wasn't gonna do nothing when them around. That's the border. And yo, Faith, yo, stop lying about the shoes too. Them was my shoes. Somebody told me you got on Drink Champ and said, Big cut the shoes out in the back. Nah, sweetheart, I got the shoes. Them was my shoes. And they was gonna cut the back of them out. And he said he couldn't go out like that. And if you look at the footage at Big shoes on that night, and I've seen the foot, those my shoes. I had the shoes on that they was gonna cut on the back. Running your mouth. Dude already blew you up over there. What's the name of that station? Some dude blew up over there and the fans let me know. I went to look at it. He had all his ducks in order. Now, Faith, you came to Tupac room the day before. From that, you went to his room twice. Stop it. And yeah, they put out that other album that he did with the music. He did 6 albums, really. Thank you. T85. The other album after he did when he was dead, they put together. That was 6 albums. And then the collaboration with Faith, that's 7 albums that he used on his vocals. Worldwide Trends. Stop that, man. Worldwide Trends talking about my uncle beat up Big and robbed him. You snitching on your uncle worldwide? They still looking for him. Latoya Dominique, why were they gonna cut the shoes? The shoes they bought Big was a size 12. Big was a 14 like me, but he was a 14E. I'm a 14D. That means that he could get in my shoes, it's gonna be a little tight that night. Because Big wanted to go out in Timbs. He wanted to have that suit on and put on his Timbs. And Puff said, no, they couldn't do that. So they begged me to use my shoes. You understand? I told y'all that story before. They begged me to use my shoes. You understand? And in the movie, the dude K.O. Copeland said, yo, we got the shoes from Big Sexy. This has been on my arm ever since I was writing for Felon Magazine. That was my pen name. That's an ink pen, right? That's a pen. And I was writing under that name, Felon Magazine, Big Sexy. And plus, you know, the women thought at one time, old dudes Yo, mom, let me holler at you. Come here, come here. Oh, don't be like that. Stop it. Yo, let me tell you something, girl. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. Yo, dudes in there talking about, yo, stop that bullshit, Gene. We ain't here for that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I just said, somebody told me to say something, speak on Kim. Yeah, Kim was big. Kim was big heart, man. For somebody to take an album and put in your name, knowing that it's going to bring you millions of dollars, you can eat off that for the rest of your life. Every time they play your song on the radio, you get, every time they use some of that in a video, they use it on a commercial, they use it on in a movie, you get paid for it. Kim gonna eat off that album for the rest of her life. So Big had to love her. He ain't put it in Faith's name. Appetite for Chicks. What up? How you doing, mama? Oh, listen here, man. Almost missed it. My man told me, my man sent me this. Yo, this is real important to me, y'all. Did he send it to me? Yo, please, man. This is real important to me. Just give me 1 second, 1 minute. I gotta look at my man Kaz. Kaz always, put me up on shit. Yo, check it out. I want y'all to go to that. You see this dude right here? I don't know if y'all can see that, please. www.change.org. His name is Unique Waynesworth Unique Hall. Waynesworth Unique Hall. Please. Go and sign his papers for clemency, man. Unique is the dude who ran Mecca Audio. He used to do a club called 2001. Every artist back in the day, from Dre, Snoop Dogg, Onyx, anybody who was an artist up and coming, Rob Bass, anybody, they went to Club 2000 on 157th and Broadway. Unique was the one who started that rap battle stuff on the streets. Now, they always did battles and stuff like that, but they wasn't paying $5,000 that I know of. Unique was paying dudes $5,000, whoever won, and the winner would go up to Club 2000 and perform that night on a Monday night. So he was given the kingpin status. That girl who Bill, her name was Karen Brown or something like that. She was pardoned by Bill Clinton. And Unique been in there for a long time, man. They gave him kingpin status, and the DEA killed his brother out there in California in a hotel. And that girl was with her. So do me a favor, man. Go to, you got that right here? I don't know if you can see that real good. Please. It don't cost you nothing. At the end, they asking for money. I gave him $10 or whatever like that. Broke, disgusted. Nah. Anyway. But just sign the petition, man. so dude could come home. Noriega, the general, sold more drugs than any drug dealer, Rick Ross, all them. And they gave him 13 years. They letting our brothers stay behind bars for the rest of their natural life. Talking about kingpin status. Wasn't no kingpin better than Noriega, the general, and he only got 13 years and still kept some of his money. King Tyson. That could be true. Oh, my man Drain Master put that on there for that thing. Here's the link. www.change.org. P miscarriage of justice. Is in the description in here, man. Please go there, y'all. Please. That brother out of jail, man. East Side grooving. You said RJ Renee. No, she don't get drugged for that, man. Come on, stop that, man. Stop that. You saying that Faith is getting drugged. Faith is getting drugged because that you don't go sleep with another guy's enemy. Lil' Kim wasn't her enemy. Charlie Baltimore wasn't her enemy. Big was sleeping with girls that really she didn't know Charlie Baltimore. She may have known Kim, but Big was sleeping with Kim first. Kim was in love with Big. She was a young girl. He put her on a plateau that no other dude had ever done that before. As far as the money and what she was doing. So my whole thing about it is this. You sitting there saying that Faith being drugged. Yo, you don't go sleep with no man's enemy. Come on now, stop that. She ain't getting drugged because of that. Allegedly. I can't say she slept with her. I wasn't there. But she put herself in an uncompromising position with dude. I got off that RJ Renee, and then you gonna bring it back up. Sometimes y'all get on my nerve. Faith getting drugged because she did the same thing, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, any guy with Faith was doing the same thing as her, but she gets drugged. She didn't only get drugged, she was using, oh my goodness, cold, my God. Damon Hope, North Philly in the house. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to Chicago. Texas. Detroit. You got to realize Big was 19, Lil' Kim was 16, 17. Forgot that. Big was 19 or 18 or 19. I never had really no interaction with Lil' Kim, but she was always like she was about her business. She ain't play. Big got mad at her because she hung out with Jodeci one night and kicked her off the tour bus. That was funny. Punk, I'm going to tell me again, Gene, go make sure they don't do nothing to Lil' Kim. Yo, and I didn't tell y'all about this last time. On that tour that they was talking about and Faith was talking about. They said it was a promotional tour. He made it into a promotional tour. This is what happened. Al Heyman was paying Big. He only wanted Big. He didn't want none of the other bad boy artists. Right. But what Puff did was he did an okie doke. He said, okay, listen, throw a little bit more money in there for me. You understand? On the tour thing. And I'll give you all the artists. So now he don't have to go and pay for, you know, like 4 or 5 other artists to be on that tour. Because it was Jodeci, Naughty by Nature, Mary J. Blige, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Right? That's 4. Biggie Smalls. That's 5 people. Now, what he did was he added the bad boy artists and told them they was gonna go on a promotional tour. You understand? And got on and jumped on that. That wasn't no bad boy tour. You understand? That was a promotional tour that he made into a promotional tour by Al Heyman. But Al Heyman just wanted Big. He didn't want all those other bad boy artists. He just wanted Big. But Puff made them go on a promotional tour, took some extra money for that. Okay, that's business. Right. That was business. I was getting more than the artists. We was getting $300 a week for the food, just for our food. But we was eating there at the stadium. All that food was back there. Who gonna eat out throughout the day? Only time you eating is at night, and then when you go to this hotel room at night, they was ordering all kind of food. So that was an extra $300 that we was getting. And they were still paying the dude we was getting like $1,600 to $1,800 a week. I was getting more than the artists. All they was getting was what they call a stipend, food money. Take a leave of absence and go on there and get that money. Larissa, Shilly. I wouldn't say she had loose screws if she slept with Pac or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. Because let me tell you something. Pac was knocking them down on both sides of the panties. He was going through a lot of chicks in Hollywood. And it was something about that boy charisma. They was loving him like that. Anytime you got a dude that's still jealous of, I was jealous of, Will Smith came out, I was jealous of Pac and Jada relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Oh my God, I ain't even cook. Yo, listen here. Yo, I'm sorry, I've been running my mouth for an hour. Listen here, real quick. I got these string beans. Y'all might not want them. Y'all might not know how to cook them. And I got this asparagus. And I'm going to do this stuff real quick for the people who want to be involved, people want to know about it. Check this out, man. Real quick, this is how we do this stuff right here. When you're doing asparagus, look here. That's an asparagus. It pops by itself. So you know where to cut it at. Already popped that one. So now you're gonna take this bag right here. And I just throw some asparagus in there like that. Throw that asparagus like that. That's crazy. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I got running my mouth for an hour. Do these vegetables. So now, we got the asparagus right there. And I got some olive oil. I only use about a cup of olive oil. I just throw that olive oil in there like that. About a cup of olive oil. Then I take a package of Lipton onion soup mix. and I put it in there. Now, sometimes I let this stay overnight, and I cook it in the morning. Already rinsed it off and everything and cleaned them. So as I take it and do it like that, okay, the black skillet. I just throw them in there. And see that I still got some stuff left in there. See that? Leave right there. Now, look like sea salt. Boom. Little black pepper. Okay. I ain't reloaded. And that's it. Oh, and a little garlic. Can't forget the garlic salt. You ain't cooking right now? Man, listen here. Nobody wants to see that shit. He killed me with that shit. Like he could. Boom. Now, boom. That's that right there. Put that to the side. I'm going to put my oven on 425 because I want to hear them do it. So now, I already did some string beans. Because anybody know who did some string beans, man, to sit right here and go at each end of one of these joints, you got to love somebody to do that. My grandmother used to make me do that, pop the string beans, and you got to fill them to make sure they're good. So now, already cleaned these right here. I was going to take these string beans, and I was going to put these in the bag, the same bag. Yes, sir. I was going to fill this bag up. Right there. Yo, I like doing this stuff, man. Just put my mind off. I was messed up. I lost my earring, man. You know, I got other earrings, but that was my favorite. And I shouldn't have wore it. That's the same place I had a shootout. I had that shootout coming from the Jimmy's. It was Jimmy Bronx Cafe at the time. Now Sasa Frego. I had a shootout there in 99 in Harlem. Dudes followed me from there, and I went to the same place because my dude had invited me, and I wasn't going, but since they had Michael Epps up there, I went. Me and Michael Epps go way back from the Cotton Club. Michael Epps, before he got on, he used to do the comedian stuff on Thursday nights in the Cotton Club in Harlem on 125th Street. So he showed me love. You know, he seen me up in the joint. He came over, showed me love. We, gave up the dap and all that. Then my man, Ross Stapleton, funny. Oh, my God. Now, I got a story about them guys. All those guys, Flex, Michael Epps, all of them was a part of the comedian stuff in the early 90s in New York. They all went out to Cali together. And they got big. Ross Stapleton stayed in New York. And he built up the Bronx and their comedian stuff. And he's doing his thing, man. Now he's touring and going around the world with certain comedians that's from New York and out and about doing his thing. So he shouted me out. You know, the people out there showed me mad love. I was surprised. He just called my name out. Yo, Big Gene, you know, from Raw Deal, The Last Big Night. Yo, if you want to hear the dude tell the truth about what happened to Big, go there. I was like, he go get me killed in here. Yo, I got to get another Lipton onion soup mix. So I'm going to take this, same thing, look all like that, about a half a cup. Let me get this stuff right here, and I'm going to turn on this oven. Yo, my back of my legs is killing me, man, because I've been working out, and I called myself doing the stuff I used to do when I was in college and tore the back of my, thighs, quads up. I mean, like it's killing me right now. So get another one of these lifting onion soup mixers. What somebody got to say about my cooking? We already know how to do that, Gene. Nobody want to know how to do no vegetables. Yo, you don't be listening to people talk about you gonna go on no diet. You understand? You all right. We like you being a fat bastard. I don't like me being a fat bastard. So we're gonna mix this up like that. String beans. Get all that stuff in there. Yeah. Let that little air come through there. Mix it up real good. Now, asparagus got its own taste, so do string beans. So you ain't got to worry about doing the lifting onion soup mix and think it's going to taste the same, because it's not. You take that. I got another little pot. Put that in there. See how that look? All we're going to do is take a little pepper. Do that right there. If you want to, you can take your hands and go around in there and mix it up with the little thing. Gonna do a little salt like that too. And y'all know I like garlic powder. Same thing. Okay, this one right here. You say you want to play rough? Let's play rough. All right, put that in there. Okay, now let me see what somebody got to say, man. Greg Cole, Detroit. Yes, sir. My man here from Detroit, Corey. Mr. Community out there in Cincinnati, what's going on with you? East Side Grooving. What up with you, boy? Gene Deal, what side of Chicago is the strongest? I don't know. I used to live on the south side, but I ain't been to Chicago in years. Ask somebody from Chicago. I don't know, Lee McGinnis, because they ain't think shit could happen. That's why I ain't wearing no vest. I had mine on. I don't see nothing else. Nobody got nothing else to say. Let me see you on the phone. I still. RJ Renee, I didn't take your. I don't know if I took your comment the wrong way. I don't know. I got love for you too. I don't take this shit personal. Oops. Yeah, that asparagus, with my salmon recipe. Oh my God! And if you see that thing right there, I make some baked potatoes. I take the potato and I cover it with butter and olive oil, and I throw the salt in it on top, and I cut the sides off of it on the end. You know what I'm saying? So the butter sometimes seeps in there. Gene, I'm stealing that from you. I know you are. Frank Dawson, Connecticut in the building. What's good, Connecticut out there? I never seen Kim and Misa even be around each other really. Because you know they was friends. Before the Diddy man. So was Sarah and Kim. Yeah, I know, man. But if the family don't want to do nothing, ain't no law enforcement ain't gonna take it on their hand and do something. Why would LAPD, find the killer of Big for themselves? Ain't nobody gonna snitch on themselves. Last seen Michigan in the house. Okay. How dangerous was Suge in the night? I didn't find Suge to be dangerous at all. Because if he hugged my baby mama in Club Envies, if I thought he was dangerous, it would have been an issue. Yo, women are crazy. Let me just tell you something. She ain't about that, but I'm standing over in the corner like this. Now, I'm in the corner. Suge Knight was in Envies. Now, you got to go through downstairs and then go upstairs where they be rocking like crazy. But downstairs, like they got tables and everything like that. Then upstairs, you got around the bar and stuff. This down on Barrack Street. So Suge Knight came in that joint. So my kid's mother, I had 2 kids by her. So I'm just sitting right here chilling like this. She don't even know I'm in the club. I'm in the cut. Now y'all talking about, yo big, how you that big? Man, I was thinner. You understand? Y'all gonna see me in June, right? Because I'm doing this thing. I'm doing this thing right now while I'm hurting. When I get off this stuff, get out here with y'all, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. After them string beans and that asparagus is done, I'm going to the gym. Yo, so I'm back here chilling like this. So Suge Knight come through the door. So she right here. And they meet. And she's like, oh, Suge. He said, hey, what's up, baby? And grabbed her and hugged her and embraced like this. And I was like, this bitch. This. She said, Suge. I said, this. Then she gonna tell me she pregnant. My daughter came out. All my other daughters is my complexion. My daughter came out light, bright, and halfway white. You understand? I told her, that's Suge Knight, baby. Better go get that child support. Blood test. Now, I'm not speaking on the Outlaws, bruh. I don't know much about that. Most things I speak about is my personal experience, what I seen, what I saw, what I heard. Seen, saw, heard, all this. It's the same thing. Miss Butterfly, how you know Gene? Who's Miss Butterfly? No, Muhammad Gabriel. Amir Muhammad is an outstanding citizen. He ain't do none of that. He said, Muhammad Gabriel said Amir Muhammad pointed a gun at his ex-wife and her boyfriend on the highway and everything like that, and they end up dead. But he ain't had nothing to do with it. No, he's an outstanding citizen. Greg Caden said he wasn't at the Peterson Museum, but the FBI agent said he saw the films and he saw the pictures and everything, and he was. But he ain't had nothing to do with nothing. He's out there doing the Diddy dance. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. But he ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Come on, man. Stop that, man. Nah, he not the poppy. Uptown. What's his name? Uptown. Nah, Suge not the poppy. All his education, she should have been. Why do Mary J. Blige ride so hard for Biggie? I mean, for Diddy? Because you got to realize the storyline. If she deviate from the storyline, because Diddy didn't find Mary J. Blige, Grand Pooba did. Mary J. Blige used to come to. Mary J. Blige did a show for this dude named Unique. It wasn't the Unique from Mecca Audio. It was this other dude named. He was from Yonkers. They used to call him Richie Rich. That's who Keefy D is talking about in when he said we met this dude named Richie Rich. That's who he talking about. See, y'all don't know Gene was in the ooh. Y'all just don't know. It's supposed to be y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hello? What's up, bro? Who this? But Playboy, I ain't taking no questions right now. I'm doing the show. It's a live show right now. I just picked up the thing because the phone was supposed to be off. I don't even know how it came up. But what's your question right quick? Go ahead, bro. Hurry up. All right. I can't answer why this guy want to know why the FBI won't take over the case instead of the LAPD. I can't answer that, brother. But it's a good question, but I can't answer that because for the simple reason is that they was put on. David, what's his name? I mean, Bill Carson said that he was told by his superiors that it would bring down the LAPD and then mess up their relationship with them when they only got like 2 field agents out there and they need the LAPD to help them with bigger crimes other than finding who killed Big. It's crazy. All right, what's your name again? All right, that's D from B More. All right, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Let me cut this phone off. Later. D from B More. Let me cut this off. Silent on. Okay. So now, he already made me mess up where what was I at, y'all? Yeah, we here, man. Oh, so now Keefy D said Richie Rich. Richie Rich ended up almost getting the whole Harlem put in jail. Richie Rich almost ended up getting the whole Harlem put in jail. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you a story about that. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be in my book. It's crazy. But he was the one who was backing Mary J. Blige, and then Grand Pooba took her to Uptown. Oh, it was the Grand Pooba? No, Jeff Red. It was Jeff Red and Grand Pooba. You understand? No, Grand Pooba took this other girl, but it was Jeff Red who took her to Uptown. You don't hear them say nothing about Jeff Red. Andre Harrell ended up working for Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Diddy said, I used to work for you. Pete just asked me, how did Andre Harrell get to work, is now working for Diddy? I guess what they say, the tails turn. I used to work for you. Get on your knees. I remember he was talking about Andre Harrell. He said Andre Harrell couldn't find a hit with a baseball bat. Like, yo, it's 30. I ain't listening to nothing he say. Now he working for him. Yeah, and then some clown talking about, yo, man, you always talking about this dude, man. I got a lot to talk about. He rich, but you know what kills him? When y'all see him out, we know you got big, set up. When people scream at him and say crazy things at him and stuff that he don't think y'all should know now. But the people are finding out. The people are sharing this. The people are passing my recipes. You know what I'm saying? You're okay. What you saying? What's his name? Adonis Plus? Don't none want to talk nothing about Suge Knight. Guy is gone. Take them out. I don't know what you're talking about. Worldwide trends, okay? Anyway, we got 1 hour and 27 minutes, and some of y'all have been here. Y'all been loyal. Hey, Big Gene, have you been threatened with a backlash from Diddy? How you gonna bully a bully? Why did Puff call you guys the Goodfellas? Was it because of Puff ain't calling nobody Goodfellas? Goodfellas was a group that they never came out, but he was using them to write his album and stuff. Ah, threw another jewel at y'all. Sankofa. Shout out to all my people over in Africa. Shout out to my baby mama over there in Africa, Umfufu. I miss you, mama. I'm coming home. Yo, if Diddy stands up there on that podium and they'll let him accept Big being inducted into the Hall of Fame, we all should get a match. Yo, my man said I'm 50 likes, 48 likes from 500 likes. Can somebody push the like button for me? If they like it. Yo, somebody just said something, that Eddie Murphy reference. Oh, yeah. Yo, did you hear Eddie Murphy say something on television? This was crazy. He said he met Marlon Brando in a hotel room about 4 or 5 times. Everybody know Marlon Brando was praying with men. And Eddie Murphy had been seeing with Shanae. And he just came out. I met Marlon Brando in the hotel 4 or 5 times. And this one time, he was saying how he knew my whole scene. He didn't say they prayed together, but I found that kind of strange. Nah, I wasn't rolling with them when he lost a MC battle against some rapper. B1 said that. Now, how could an East Coast drug dealer extort an East Coast rapper? I don't know anything about that one. Somebody said, did Diddy pay somebody to kill Pop? Did he? Yeah, they said Marlon Brando prayed with Richard Pryor. Evidently, he liked comedians, huh? Slim Fresh. Evidently, he liked comedians, huh? Glad I ain't funny. Yo, man, I can stay on this thing all night with y'all, man. Because y'all give me a lot of things to think about, and I appreciate that. Some old idiot. They said, why would I rap? Are you intriguing to me? Yo, man, we glad that oh, thank you. I got the likes up, man. I appreciate that. Yo, we glad that Big made it to the Hall of Fame. I spoke earlier, and I truly believe on everything I love that he made it to the Hall of Fame basically because him and Whitney Houston was on the same ballot, and the same people who voted for Whitney Houston both voted for Big. And I really appreciate that. I don't care how he got in or which way he got in. It's a legacy that, you know, needed to be put out there. Like I said, he was responsible for about 5 or 6 albums that come out, and it's a good thing. It's just that, you know, uh, I just hate the fact that the family, you know, because of financial situations, is not looking to explore any legalities on finding his killer, and that's crazy. Uh, when Faith was speaking about that they don't want to spend no more money, we know that they got their money back from LAPD. The lawyers got all the money back, so they wasn't out any money. And if that's the case, tell a nigga Diddy, y'all talk about how he a millionaire, billionaires or like that. Tell him, just say, you listen to me, Mr. If y'all could bring somebody to justice, here go $1 million. If y'all could bring somebody to justice, here go $1 million. Write it off on your taxes. Write that off on your taxes. Yeah, back in the day, some of the drug dealers and some of the people who was extortioners, they ain't all had to sell drugs. They was just those dudes in the street. If you was getting that money like that, they was coming to see you. F the weirdo 99, appreciate you, bro. Nick, Cliff Medicine. Do the industry needs to have dirt on all super rich black bosses, rappers? Listen here, man. First of all, y'all got to realize a lot of these cats was clowns, and they come here and they portray. I seen how they flip. How one day they waiting, begging for you to say, "Yo, come on in" and stuff like that, and now they these super tough guys and everything like that. But it ain't about that. It ain't about coming out here telling y'all that this dude's dirty, this dude, this, that, and the third. It's about you knowing that this cat ain't all, and all these other cats ain't all what you appear to be. So when you think that you idolizing somebody, idolize that teacher that's teaching your kid. Idolize that doctor that's helping your kid get healthy. Idolize your mama and your daddy that's making sure the lights on, food in the refrigerator. And no, if they don't F with you, F them and feed them beans. Stay charged up. You got a problem with somebody, nip it in the bud. Mike and his family out there in Canada, we're gonna love you, and every time I mention it, man, it's just crazy. But I gotta keep young boy name in my mouth for the simple reason is, man, yo, it was heartfelt, and it still is, man, that young boy, 10 years old, lost his life out there going to a game. I know life is rough and life is hard, but we got to make a change with ourselves and everybody else around us. So, listen, y'all, thanks for cooking and conversation. Thanks for being here with me. This is Big Gene from Raw Deal the Last Big Night. Peace. I don't want to go, but I can't stand myself.